All right, so face on angle of this golf swing, a lot of good stuff happening here too. Again, I'll start with that setup to impact position. So set up here, hands pretty neutral in the barrel, and then we go to impact position. Boom, hands are forward and up. You can see how much I've moved off the barrel here and opening. So that's what moves. The right hip's going to the target away from the ball, and the left hip's holding its post and opening. With that force, anterior force towards the golf ball, moving you away from the golf ball. Setup, impact. It's a really good look. So really like to look at that stuff from both angles and how we're getting there. But just love the movement of my pelvis through that clip, right? So setup, impact, love that move, love that look. Like to have a little bit more sway, but we'll get there with mobility work. Again, another couple things to look for would be that initial push off the golf ball, my left hip separating from the barrel, giving me that move away from the target. Left arm parallel to the ground would be the biggest pressure shift to the right foot. We're at 78% there. And as this club continues up and around, we need to start using that force to push back towards the middle. And I've already done that, pushing 12% towards the target now. We should start to see that move back towards the recenter. We get to the top of the swing. Boom, we're at 44 there. Club's starting to move down right there. So we're in that almost 50-50 range. So we've done good. I can go a little bit further here, but really like this look as far as recentered, ready to torque, ready to jump. Next thing we'll look at is peak vertical. So peak vertical, we want it to happen with our arm parallel to the ground, or just beyond parallel to the ground. Mine happens right here. So on the touch of late side, but still on a good, in a good spot. So not horrible. My peak vertical has gone up crazy amount since I used this force plate. So continue to work on that. It's my weakness. So continue to get better at that as well. But really love this. The club's going to come down because I jumped up. So long legs, short torso, TPI stuff. So the club's coming down as now we're getting into that 90% into my left side here. So 90% pressure into my left side. Notice the center of mass isn't changing a huge amount. Pressure precedes motion. I'm going to start to push away from the target or get this braking force that's already happening at negative 15% here. And that's going to make the club go towards the target. So using force to control what the club head does has added huge amounts of power to my game and a huge amount of consistency. You can see the left foot start to actually move away from the target as far as pressure. When we get to impact, what do I preach? 75 to 80% at impact. We're at 77. So good stuff there. Nice release, good post, nice balanced finish. Kinetics, kinematic sequence. Swing Cows force plate, amazing stuff when you need to learn it.